Hey guys, 4Pos here, and today we're going to be looking through the new Season 3 masteries. Each tree will get their own episode, so let's begin. Overall, I think the new offensive tree is okay, but I don't see many top lane bruisers going more than 9 points into this tree. So let's start with the first tier. Summoner's Wrath remains the same and will be taken for top lane to amplify, exhaust and ignite. Fury is now first tier, and I don't think this mastery will be taken too often. 4% attack speed is nice, but the 4% CDR from sorcery should probably be prioritised by a lot of top laners. Butcher also remains the same and should not be taken. The choice between attack speed and cooldown reduction will be down to the player preference I think, but some champions simply don't scale with attack speed such as Nasus, who benefits more from CDR. With these champions it will be more obvious which mastery point takes priority. Also we should keep in mind if you take a point in Summoner's Wrath, you'll only have 3 points to spend in either CDR or attack speed. Tier 2 for the offensive tree is where AP and AD champions will split. AD champions want to take points into Deadliness, offering them 12 attack damage at level 18, whilst AP champions want to go into Blast for the extra 18 ability power at level 18. Destruction is the final mastery on this tier. This will give your champion 5% extra damage to towers. This mastery might be taken by split pushers such as Nidalee, but even then the extra 5% won't be that much of a deal. On to tier 3, Havoc makes a return offering up to 2% overall damage output, but I don't think this will be taken by most tops as this would require you to spend more than 9 points in the offensive tree. AD bruisers will pick up weapon expertise for the extra 8% armor pen, whilst AP bruisers will pick up the extra 8% magic pen from arcane knowledge. At this point, most tops will stop advancing down the offensive tree. My prediction for Season 3 is it will be the same as Season 2, you go 9 offensive and 21 defensive, which is a shame because it's not a change, but the defensive tree is looking too strong to miss up on this season. Also, the Indomitable replacement in the defensive tree, which is unyielding and block, require the user to invest at least 15 points into the defensive tree, so going 21 offensive and 9 defense probably won't be optimal. The only champs I see that might go into 21 offense are AD casters like Fiora and Riven, and even then I'm not too sure. Crit is not a great start for most top laners, even those auto attack reliant champs. You don't really need ability power on them either, meaning the only useful mastery points are Brute Force and Sunder. At least the new Executioner is looking better, but I don't think this will be used on anyone other than a Burster, because 5% more damage when they're under 50% total health doesn't really help sustain DPS too much. So to conclude, the new offensive masteries are a little bit weaker for most top lanes, at least in my opinion, and we won't be spending more than 9 points in this tree, which is a bit disappointing. Don't forget guys that these masteries might be changed by Riot at any time, as they haven't been implemented yet, and they're in the PBE. In the next video we'll talk about the defensive tree, which will probably be a bit more interesting as this is where we'll be spending 21 of the points.